What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Today we're going to have our live training session. If this is your first time here, if you're watching this on the replay, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to put a comment below or hit me up on Instagram. I answer every single DM. My name's Ricky Carruth. I'm a real estate agent for 17 years. I'm now a real estate coach as well. I'm the very first absolutely free real estate coach, completely free. There's close to almost 10,000 agents in the Zero to Diming real estate coaching program, and it's growing by 50 to 100 agents every single day. So we've been doing this for 2 years now. We've seen a lot of growth here lately and going, harder and faster every single day. I'm starting to travel around and speak a lot. Already this year, I've been to Miami, LA, and Detroit. I'm going to Baton Rouge this weekend. I'll be in Birmingham and Vegas in February. So I'm lining up stuff for the rest of the year there. I'm going to give it a couple seconds or even maybe a couple minutes for everybody to log on and catch us live here. Today, we're going to be talking about the market. Is the real estate market crashing? Of course, the real estate market is not crashing, but the market is changing, and it has changed a lot in the past year. So I want to discuss that, talk about it, and I want people to call in. You're actually going to put your number in the comments on the live stream, and I'm going to call different agents, and I want to hear your 2 cents on the market. I want to get your questions, and we're just going to have a good old-fashioned coaching session here. Let's see. You guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Getting all dialed in and set up. Good to see everybody. Cool. So if you guys want to speak, put your number in the comments there. I can see the comments. I can see the thumbs up coming in. Put your number there, and I'm going to call you in. I want to hear what you think about the market and what questions that you have. So I'm going to give it just a second, and we'll get started. And we're going to start with me talking about my thoughts on the market, and then I'm going to take some calls. All right. Pretty cold up north. From what I hear, it was like 0 degrees in Detroit when me and Blake left there. But today it's really nice down here on the beach. So I hate it for you guys that are dealing with the really horrible weather. It's about 60 degrees here today. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I feel totally blessed about that. Cool. So like I said, I'm going to get into my thoughts on the market right this second. Put your number in if you want me to give you a ring, and we'll just go like that. But let's talk about the market for a second. Has the market crashed? Absolutely not. Okay, the market hasn't crashed. But has it changed a lot over the last 12 months, even maybe 18 months or so? Absolutely, it's changed a lot. As prices went up for about 7 years straight and interest rates started to creep up, it put a lot of pressure on the market, put a lot of pressure on prices, put a lot of pressure on first-time home buyers. They even put a lot of pressure on investors who are looking for cash flow that are, with the higher interest rates, it's tougher to cash flow properties. Like, for example, me on the beach, it's, people are looking for the rental income of the beachfront condos. Well, if they buy something for 400, interest rates are up about a point to a point and a half over the last 18 months. So, if you buy something for 400, you borrow 300 on it. That's going to be about $5,000 extra a year that comes off the top of your rental income that you would have had 18 months ago. So it's definitely put a lot of pressure on it. Now, as Anthony said, historically rates are still extremely low. Okay, on top of the fact that mortgage rates have actually come down a little bit here in the last 30 to 60 days. And just this week, the Fed's kind of put the brakes on a little bit with raising interest rates at all. So there's a lot of really good things happening in the market, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying that the interest rates going up is a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing. I'm still extremely busy. I still did my 100 deals last year. I'm on track to do, more than that this year. Um, it's uh, it's very interesting because, to me, here's my entire goal. Okay, and this is why I wanted to do this segment on the market crashing, because this is the zero to diamond philosophy and the entire goal behind what I'm doing. I want to reduce the failure rate. Okay, in order to reduce the failure rate, one of my strategies is to spread the message of how to handle a market crash, how to handle a changing market. And then as the market does change and as the market decides to crash at some point, it's going to happen, it's inevitable, less agents will have to get out of the business. That's my goal right now, is to go as hard as I can to push my message of exactly how to handle the market crash, and then less agents have to get out of the business, if that makes any sense to you. So the message is this: when the market crashes, closings continue to happen every single day. Let's take any market, for example. If there's a market out there that has, say, 50 closings a day, okay, 50 closings a day equals 100 people, that buyers and sellers. Okay, there's two sides to every deal, so that's 100 opportunities to represent a client if there's 50 deals a day happening on average in your market. Okay, if the market goes down 90%, that's still 10 a day, right? Or if it goes down 50%, that's still 50 a day. Okay, there's still tons of business. Even if we take a massive hit in the number of transactions, there's still going to be closings that happen every day. Now, how do we become the agent that's handling these transactions that are still happening every day? Well, it's very simple. What happens is the first-time home buyers, they kind of disappear. Most new agents that have never experienced a market crash, they come into the business and they start working with first-time home buyers and stuff of that nature. And then when the market starts to change, those first-time home buyers and people in those situations put the brakes on. They're trying to figure out what to do. Really, any buyer that's buying towards the top of the market as it changes, they put the brakes on. And they as the market's changing, they're thinking, what's going on? Should I wait? And then so they start waiting. And when they wait, and when you're a new agent and you've never experienced a market crash and everybody puts the brakes on, you start to get freaked out because all 8, 10, 20, 30 clients that you're working with are all now waiting. They're kind of in a waiting pattern. And you were sitting here thinking, I had 30 clients. Now I don't have any of them that are ready to do anything. Nobody's motivated. What do I do? You don't know what to do. Here's what you do. The people that buy when the market changes are not the same people that buy when before the market changes. So what you have to do is continue doing what I preach, which is calling property owners, calling anybody really, and asking them what in the world you can do to help them. Talking to new people and finding the people who are comfortable with the market changes and want to take advantage of the opportunity that the market is changing. There's deals to be had. I've sold several condos lately that were lower prices than what they were 6 months ago. I know 3 in particular that I've sold that were a little cheaper than what they were 6 months ago. So there's deals out there, okay? And you just got to keep working. You can't just stop. You can't just say, my clients put the brakes on, I don't know what to do, I guess I need to put the brakes on or even get out of the business. No, we got to keep going. You got to keep contacting people, asking them what you can do to help and build that database. You really do the same exact thing when the market crashes as you did before the market crashes. As the market's changing, it doesn't really matter. You're going to continue doing the same exact activities moving forward. I circle prospect. That's my thing. I use RedX, GeoLeads. I pick subdivisions. I call, I conquer, right? I want to create as many relationships as I can with as many property owners as I can in my area. Okay, that's how I'm winning. Then I have on the back end a follow-up system of a weekly email, right, that captures everybody forever. And now I have this huge business over time. Okay, that's how you build it. And you do that when the market's going up, you do it when it changes, you do it when it crashes. It doesn't matter. You're consistently building your business. Now, what you have to do is you have to have a perfect balance of talking to old clients, some past clients, some clients you've already talked to or discussed with, and new clients that you've never talked to before. This is what people this is what people miss. They're not balancing old and new clients. Okay, they're just focusing on the old, or they're just focusing on the new. They're not taking care of their old clients and staying in touch. You have to find the balance of both at all times, and then your business will explode. Okay, and you have huge growth over time. This is how I'm selling so many properties. Okay, because I understand the balance. That's what the weekly email does. It keeps me balanced with the older clients, and I'm constantly looking for newer clients. Okay, and as the market changes, you just help people do what they want to do through these changes. The market's always going to be changing. You know, a crash is just another cycle of change. It's nothing, you know, it's more drastic, but it's nothing different. You still get up in the morning, go to work, call people, see what you can do to help them do what they want to do. Build your database for the future and keep moving. That's it. It's really that simple. So I'm going to take a couple calls. I hope this is really helping you guys, because I want this message to go deep enough into the industry in a way that less agents have to get out of the business when the market does turn sideways. Now, we're in a changing market. Things are a little different. I don't know that the number of agents has dropped at all since this has happened. Maybe not. Maybe very insignificantly. But I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep working towards my goal of pushing this as far as I can into the industry. And hopefully it gets to a point where, and it definitely has reduced the failure rate, because I get messages all the time from agents, from you guys, saying that you were going to quit, you found my stuff, and now you're selling stuff. Now you're on a roll. Now you see the momentum and everything's going great. And that's the kind of stuff that keeps me going. So keep those messages coming. Keep sending me messages telling me how much it's working, how much it's helping, because that's helping me continue to push forward and come up with new ideas to create better content and help you guys to the maximum capacity that I can. I'm really enjoying the ride of being the very first free real estate coach. It's really been a blessing and an honor, and I'm just absolutely humbled by the entire experience. And I'm just going to keep rocking. Okay, I'm going to bring somebody in. Anybody want to come on? Just shoot me a phone number. Looks like I got one here. If you guys aren't a member of the coaching program, go to zerododiamond.com. There's a link in the description. Free course, 90-day action plan.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, this is Mike. Thank you.
Hey, absolutely, Mike.
Me.
Yeah, how are you doing, bro?
Good. I've been listening to you. You know, just been watching the video right now.
Oh, good, man. Great. What's your thoughts on the market, and what questions do you have?
You know, you're talking about the market. You know, maybe in a crash mode, sort of. Do you think it's happening though, slowly?
It doesn't matter, man, if it is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, the market is going to change, whether it changes good or it changes bad or it changes side. Like, it's never going to be the same day to day. You know what I'm saying? So your mind, your thought process, your entire philosophy doesn't need to even worry about that. You need to be okay with changes. You need to be okay with if it crashes. You know?
I'm okay with that, Ricky, because I have investors that, you know, ready to buy.
Okay. You know, well, look, and with that in mind, then it's just patience now. Like it sounds like you're waiting on the crash, right?
Yeah, it
is. So look, you have zero control of when that's going to happen. Okay. So don't worry about it. You continue grinding every day to take advantage of every last second of whatever market that we are in right now. Okay. Right. Because if you're just sitting around waiting on the market to crash, say it doesn't crash for 3 years.
I know that.
And then you're sitting here kind of waiting on it, hoping it would happen this year, but it happens 3 years from now. And if you would have been thinking, who cares about that? I'm going to get mine right now. Then you would have crushed it now and in the crash. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
Dude, listen, take advantage of every single last second at all times. Never wish that something's going to happen and you're going to wait for this something to happen. You're going to wait for the market to go up, down, sideways, left, right, interest rates come up, down, prices, whatever. Dude, go. Give it all you got completely. Go all in. You can't lose in this business.
Yeah, thank you. You know, I'm still a little bit afraid of calling people. I never really done much.
Oh man, dude, are you serious?
No, I honestly, really.
Are you dead serious? What are you scared of?
I don't know. I just, as soon as I pick up the phone, I just get nervous, Ricky. Honestly, tell the truth.
How many calls have you ever made? How many cold calls?
How many cold calls how many have I made?
Yeah, in your life.
Oh my God! I'm in sales, but it's different environment, I guess.
How many real estate cold calls have you ever made?
Probably cold call, right? Less than 100, probably.
That's your problem, bro. Everybody for the first like 1,000 or 2 or even 5,000 is nervous. So this is nothing out of the ordinary, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was super nervous my first couple thousand calls.
So we need to, yeah, because I believe you. You're the pro. Obviously.
Listen to me, dude. You're going through, like, you're either gonna say, okay, Ricky had to go through being nervous, right? And but if I don't make calls, I'm not gonna be all that I can be. And you got to say, I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of not producing to my fullest potential. Screw it. I'm just going to make thousands of calls, and I don't care what happens.
What about the thing about the do not call, right? Ignore that too, right?
Who cares, man? Listen, if that's a problem for you, filter the do not calls out and just call people that aren't on the do not call.
Okay.
That's an excuse, bro. Like, because you can filter the do not calls. Like, if that scares you, filter them out and don't call them. I'm not worried about it, but if you are, filter them out and don't call them. Boom. You're making excuses, man. You're telling yourself you're scared. You're telling, like, do not call.
I know that's excuse.
You're either succeeding and giving me solutions, or you're not succeeding and you're giving me excuses. You know what I'm saying? You're either giving me solutions or excuses.
Yeah. But so people like me, haven't been, calling people much. How many calls should I be making on the average?
Are you using a dialer?
Yes, I am.
Call 100 a day. It should take you about an hour or 2 to call 100 a day.
Okay, 100 a day, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Do that.
Basically.
Yeah, do that 3 or 4 times a week. And if you find yourself like an afternoon where you don't have anything in your schedule, you don't know what to do, make another 100 calls that day. Make extra calls.
100.
Yeah, fill up your days, man. Like if you're not busy on appointments, fill it up with phone calls.
Okay.
Right? Have your time blocks, 3 time blocks a week of calls, and then if you're busy the rest of the week taking care of stuff that's really important, then do that. But if you ever have a moment where you have like a 2 or 3 hour, a whole afternoon where you don't have anything to do, don't go home and watch Netflix. Turn the dialer on and call more people, dude. You got to get momentum going, man. You got to want this.
I know. I want it, but it's just, every time I watch you, I get really motivated. But, as soon as I hang out, stop watching, when you're not alive, man, when I start picking the phone, man, to say, I just get scared, honestly.
Just think, bro. Just think, man, that I'm there with you. You know what I'm saying? Just say, okay, Ricky, he's in the room with me, and we're going to make these calls together.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Do it, man.
One more quick one.
Okay.
There's a discount thing called Rex Home right now in your area. That's
listen to me. Stop. This is another excuse of yours.
I know that it's all excuse. Yeah.
Yes. Don't worry about discount brokers.
Just do it, right?
Just do it, man. Like what is worrying about a discount broker going to do for you and your business and your family?
Well, I just think maybe they're going to take some of my business away, right?
Who cares? It's unlimited, brother.
I know. I agree with you. Yeah.
You cannot do all the businesses available to you.
I know.
If somebody wants to use a discount broker, let them go. Let them go to the discount broker. You don't have time to mess with them anymore. Tell them to come back to you when they realize how poor the service is and they want a real agent. Tell them to come back to you when they get done, but you got to move. You got to keep going to another person. Don't be worried about losing people, man. You're not going to win them all. Keep moving, man. Keep working. There's a lot of people, dude. You can't handle all the people that need your specific help.
Okay, got it.
Okay, dude.
All right. Hey, thank you.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Later, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, put your numbers in. It's going down today. I'm getting wild. I'm getting wild. Let's do it. I'm calling people. Somebody says the market has slowed. Doesn't matter.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Just working away. Always good to hear your voice. Thanks again for the call. Appreciate it, as always.
Yeah, for sure, bro. What's your thoughts on the market and what question you got?
Market's great, man. And our business is unlimited, so what's not to love, right?
That's it, man. Busy as hell.
Yeah, exactly, man. Every single day. My question is talking about exclusive buyer agency contracts. I know you don't believe in them. I know you don't get anybody to sign them.
Yeah.
Your philosophy is, I hope you have a good enough relationship with me to want to work with me. If you don't feel comfortable, then best of luck to you. Go with the agent that you're most comfortable with. I get that that's the philosophy.
Yeah.
And I buy that as well. My question is, I have a lot of agents who do the same thing. However, the consumers aren't necessarily educated as to how the whole process works. I guess as far as for example, my friend, he's an agent. He showed maybe 10 properties to these buyers, and they went and wrote with another agent, not knowing. Just they didn't sign anything, and they just don't understand that. I guess from a consumer perspective, that if an agent is showing you around, putting all this time in with you, it's a good thing. It's kind of implied that you'll work with them, assuming you have a good relationship. One of the top producing agents in my market swears by the e-back, and in situations like these where I'm like, maybe he's on to something, because these consumers, they're going around working with multiple agents and not knowing any different. I guess I'm just wondering, do you specifically say to these people, listen, a lot of agents will get you to sign these e-backs. I'm not like that. If you want to work with me, I'd love for you to work with me. However, I'm not going to get you to sign this thing, although it's normal protocol, just to kind of explain it to the consumers.
What's a e-back? A buyer agency?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, exclusive buyer agency.
Okay. Well, look, man, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, have them sign it if you want them to sign it, or not if you don't. It's not a big deal, bro. I'm not saying like don't do it, right? I'm just saying I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
yeah.
Where are these buyers coming from that are using all these different agents? Are you circle prospecting these people and finding them, or where are they coming from?
Yeah, they're just buyers from other agents that I talk to that lose them through them just working.
Listen, bro, listen to me, man. Listen, there's not going to be that many people that like switch around from agent to agent, right? It's going to happen, right? And when it happens, say there's 3 of them. Now you're like, oh man, all the buyers are doing this. When really it's just like 3 out of like 1,500, right? But it seems like it because you heard about the 3. Dude, listen, when somebody does that to you, now you know how to deal with them in the future. When they come back to you, you're going to be like, you're going to hear them on the phone. You know what they did to you last time, and you're going to treat them a little differently. You're going to treat them like somebody who might possibly leave you. You know what I'm saying? And so you treat them differently. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now, like some places, like if you want to get it signed, man, and explain it to them. I mean, whatever you want to do, like whatever works, like do it, see how you feel. And then, like if it gets to where trying to get them to sign that turns into like a weird, awkward thing and you start losing people over it, quit doing it. But, like the answer is it doesn't matter.
I got you. So you specifically, you don't mention anything about it at all when you're dealing with your new buyers and things like that, eh?
No. I ask them. I always ask everybody if they're working with an agent. Is there an agent that you're working with on this or whatever? You know what I'm saying? And then I take people's word for what they say until they lie to me. So if they tell me that they're not working with an agent, then I believe them, and I say, okay, let's get to work. And then if they do something, or if they leave me, or if I find out later or something like that, now I know how to deal with them in the future. Okay, these people lie to me, and I'm going to treat them a little differently than I would if I just met them and I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you, man. No, that's good advice, buddy. I appreciate that very much. That makes perfect sense, by the way. So thanks for explaining that. I guess I just had one more thing as far as my mail out content went. Do you have any tips or kind of things that you sent out in the mail for your mail out that we can use in our business practice? Any tips or recommendations of good content or things that you send away to these clients or prospects?
Like the postcards, you mean?
Yeah, sure. Whatever it is you're sending out, what kind of stuff do you
Like, you
send
mean
out?
like print material or like emails?
No, not emails.
Okay.
Like mail out.
I don't do anything special, man. You know, like I might put a just listed, just sold, or if I did it, or I might do just a picture of the front of the subdivision or complex and say, you know, hey, give me a ring if there's anything in the world I can do for you. Like nothing special. You know what I'm saying? I might send like a market thing, like this is what things sold for last year to this year, or you know, there's been a couple sales in your place. You know, nothing crazy. You know, it's not what they get, it's the fact that they get it every single month. And they start to recognize the dependability and consistency of it, you know?
Okay, that's good advice. Nothing special. Perfect, man.
Nothing special, dude. Don't overthink it.
Yes, sir, man. Awesome, bro. Well, thanks again. Keep crushing it. Loving every minute of it, man.
Thanks, brother.
Better each month.
See you, man.
All right, bye, buddy.
Later. All right, guys, put your number in. I am calling you today. I want to hear what you think about the market. Let's see. I want to hear what questions you have. We got plenty of time here.
Vladimir speaking.
Vladimir, Ricky Carruth.
Ricky, what's going on, man?
How you doing, bro?
I'm well. Wow. Glad you called.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I want to tell you, man, I appreciate what you're doing, man. It's really helpful. I mean, I've just started following you a couple months back, and it's really paying off. I mean, I don't have the automatic dialer yet, but even just calling people, and I really started working on my sphere. But even that, man, just making the calls, that makes all the difference.
Dude, when you start making the calls, man, it's so simple. You just call people, you ask them what you can do to help them, and you know, you stay in touch with an email or however you want to stay in touch with everybody forever, and you build your business, bro. It's not complicated.
Oh, man. And honestly, I mean, and I think I'm a pretty new agent. I've been doing this for a year now, but really the way you're giving the messages, that's exactly, you're straight to the point with it. I think for me, I was in my head a little bit at the beginning so much, just trying to figure out, what's the best way to go about everything, and then it's just like, just be you and make the call. And
listen, bro, it's all about your personality. That's what separates you from everybody else. So use your personality as your strength to win people over because you care about people. And when you show them that you care and you learn how to communicate that you care about people, they love you forever. They're never going to use another agent, and you're not going to win them all. You know what I'm saying? You got to be okay with not winning them all. So give me a question, bro.
Definitely. I'm not. So, yeah, man, I honestly just wanted to really just reach out and say I appreciate what you're doing. And for the market, I do think the market's turning, but I'm taking your advice. I'm not going to sit aside and wait for it to turn. I'm in the game. I'm out here making calls.
Dude,
thank you from New York, man.
Man, I appreciate that so much. Whoever maintains their balance between the old clients and the new clients I've never talked to before is going to win regardless of what the market does. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Cool. Appreciate the call, brother.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Later, man. All right, that was a good one. Let's see. We're getting fired up today, guys. We're getting fired up today. I want to hear from you people. I want to hear from y'all.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, this is Lucy here. I'm a new agent, completely new. I'm in the Indianapolis area.
Nice, nice. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. I've just signed up to your program. I got the vortex. My quick question is with I am doing the Geo lead.
Yeah.
And I see where it says the do not call.
Yeah.
Next to the numbers.
Yeah.
How do you proceed with that?
I just call them.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's me, right? I'm not telling you what to do, but that's me. I don't worry about it. If it scares you, filter them out and call the people that aren't on the do not call, that aren't on the do not call list, okay?
Okay.
Here's the thing. No one's ever been fined.
Okay.
I can't find anywhere where anybody's been fined. I hear tell people that have been, lawsuits and stuff and people settling out, but I've never, that's just scare tactics. I've never heard of anybody actually being fined. So, I mean, I think the highest quality phone numbers are within that do not call. That's just my theory. That's just my opinion. It seems like when I call do not call, that's when I'm calling the cell numbers and stuff like that. So listen, if you're using my scripts, you're calling to see what you can do to help people. You're treating them like they're your friend or family member, okay? And the thing is, if you read the FTC rules about the DNC, there's specific things in there. You have to do so much to actually get burnt. You have to call repeatedly the same person. To me, it's nothing to worry about, but if it makes you uncomfortable, start out not calling them,
Okay.
Cool. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope, that's it. I've been able to get some buyer leads just by calling these numbers, and people who are renting and they're like, oh, how did you know I was looking?
I'm telling you, listen,
awesome.
If people will just get on the phone and talk to human beings in their market and say, what can I do for you? You're going to magically blow up.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Keep putting in the work though. Like when you get a couple deals going, don't slow down. Continue, continue, pushing, working.
Okay.
All right. Hey.
Thank you so much for your help, Ricky.
Reach out with questions.
I will.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Who's next? Let's see what we got here. Who's next? Yeah. I sold 1.2 million today under contract. Got another listing on the week. Just straight blowing it. Hello?
They're on Cole Baker. How can I help you?
Hey, what's up? It's Ricky Carruth.
Hey, Ricky. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm good, sir.
What do you think about the market, man? And what's your question?
As far as the market in my area, which is Forsyth County, Georgia, which is north of Atlanta,
Yeah.
it's not. The only things that are slowing down are the resales.
Yeah.
We got a ton of new construction that we've had in the last year to 2 years.
Yeah.
It's new construction everywhere up here. So
Right.
the resales have slowed down some, and the problem is that a lot of the sellers still think even though it's still a seller's market, they think that they can still charge the full amount. I've seen about 24 houses that were not priced appropriately for the age of the home.
Okay.
There was one in my neighborhood that was basically listed. My neighborhood is around the 260 to 280 mark.
Yeah.
They were listed at 309.
Okay.
And so it sat there for 3 months until they got into the proper price point.
Got it.
So, and then sure enough, once they dropped to the right price, they were under contract in a week.
Of course, man. Price is everything. People are like, what should I do? The listing's not selling. You know, what should I do? Lower the price, you know, and if the seller's okay with it sitting there, not getting shown, then that's okay too. It's whatever the seller wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as that goes, you know, our market's still pretty thriving, but we have a strong area with a lot of desirable spots because we're very close to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want to be on one of the veins to Atlanta, so that's a big thing.
Okay.
I only recently discovered you last week, so I'm still working on going through your diamond stuff. So I guess if there was anything for you to give me help with, is just like, you know, I just watch because I'm still technically a part-time agent, but I just watch your advice for part-time agents. So I think one of the things you said in there was basically cut out a time to just one time, no distractions, and just do that. So I'm going to have to start doing that because I think that's where I've been lacking, is trying to find the time to focus in on and get basically motivated. And when you try and split it up every day, it just gets away from you.
Split up what? Time to make calls and time to work? Yeah, but you got to do it. And I think if you really look hard at what you're doing in your day-to-day, you'll probably find that you're doing a lot of stuff that doesn't matter.
Okay.
So take a hard look at your day-to-day, man. Like if you're checking your email like 20 times a day, you don't have to do that. You're probably wasting a good 30 minutes right there that you could just wait, you know, and check it once every 3 hours. Like you can literally carve out, you know, a 2 or 3 hour window 3 days a week to make your calls and cut off all distractions and just do it.
Yeah, that's what I need to start doing is cutting off, you know, like a 3 hour window, like you said, and just get it done.
Cool, man. Well, look, I'm here if you need anything whatsoever.
I appreciate it. You have a good one. Thanks again.
Yep. Later, buddy. I love making these calls, guys. I want to hear from you. Nathan Lilly, I'm going to call you. Hey, it's Ricky Carruth.
Ricky!
Yeah.
Every time I hear your name, you know what I want to sing?
Tell me.
Oh, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind, baby.
You got me dancing over here.
I'm telling you, Ricky, this is Bettina in South Florida, Florida Home Team Realty, and I just want to thank you so much.
Absolutely. Glad to do it.
Totally awesome. I saw you in Miami. That was great. Loved it.
Oh, you were at the Miami thing a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, I was.
Oh my God, that was a riot, wasn't it?
It was wonderful.
Holy smokes, that was a crazy day there.
Yeah, great crowd of people.
Yeah, it was. Well, look, let me get a quick question.
Yeah, basically, I've been in the business for, I don't know, about 17 years, and I basically do like the same production year after year. It's over 6 figures, and it's okay.
I can tell you, I can just stop you right there. You're living off referrals and past clients, right?
You got it.
I'm a genius. Listen, this is what happens. You don't have to talk anymore. I can tell you all of your problems and solve and make all your dreams come true.
That sounds great. I'm all ears.
Okay, well, when people say that, when they're just like doing the same production every year, that's because you're relying on your past clients and referrals. You worked hard in the beginning, you got your business up to a certain point, and then you quit working on new business and just concentrated on old business. This is what I've been talking about the whole video, is you got to have a balance between the old business and the new business in order to grow. And what you've done is you're just focusing on the old business. And so that only maintains your business. So once you get up to 100 or 200 or 300,000, and then you quit going after new business and you just focus on your past clients for referrals and repeat business, you're only going to continue to do that 1 or 2 or 300,000 every year after that. You're going to plateau out. And so in order to grow, you have to maintain the balance between the old and the new clients. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so now do you know what to do, or do I have to go further?
No, I know exactly what to do. I found out about you, I don't know, a couple weeks before Miami.
Yeah.
So I'm into all of your paperwork and your coaching, and I'm doing it. I'm not afraid to make phone calls. I'm not afraid of a changing market. So, I'm just going to put my head down and do it. The first thing I'm interested in doing is the weekly email.
Yeah, exactly. That weekly email is a beast. You're losing money if you're not doing that email, because somebody in your past wants to do something and they're thinking about it, but they're going to use another agent because you haven't been staying in touch. And that weekly email will capture them and bring them to you, and they'll just call you.
Okay, and another question is, like, how do you divvy up your day? Obviously, when you're doing over 100 plus transactions a year, how confident is your assistant? I mean, do you have one or two assistants? What are they doing every day, and what are you doing every day?
I just have one assistant, and she does all the paperwork. She handles all the showings for other agents, for my listings. She processes everything, and then I deal with all the clients. I deal with all the. Huh?
Do you go to your inspections, and do you physically go to your closing?
Yeah, I go to every listing appointment. I show every buyer. I go to every closing. I go to every inspection.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to go that road. I'm totally open to it. I'm excited.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You either want to put the work in, or you don't want to put the work in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not scared to put the work in. I'm not scared to show property on a Sunday. I'm not scared to go to inspections or go to a closing. I'm not scared to do any of that. I want to do those things, right? And that's why I sell so many. That's why I sell so much, because I'm willing to do those things.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about bringing anybody else on board, like maybe a showing agent or anything like that?
Why would I? Why would I?
I don't know, maybe they have more time with your family or go on a trip.
I have plenty of time with I spend plenty of time with my family, and we go on as more trips than we want to go on.
God, that is so amazing, Ricky. Well, I'm going to keep in touch with you, and as I grow, since I feel overwhelmed, I'll get in touch with you.
Okay. No, reach out to me anytime. I answer every single message every day.
I know, we've chatted a couple of times on your Instagram.
Yeah, like, hit me up. If you have questions or anything I can do for you, let me know.
Okay, Ricky, thank you again. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Later.
You take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
That was a good one, guys. Y'all give me some phone numbers. I'm a little fired up right now. You guys are really getting me hype. Let's see. I want to call Nathan Lilly if I can find his number. Here we go. 432. Yeah. Y'all see the sign behind me? The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. So you're not licensed yet, right?
I'm not. No. I'm getting my license right now.
Well, cool. Well, check this out. Let's not make it like a long storytelling kind of thing, because I want to call a lot of people, as many as I can. But give me your best question.
My best question, man. See, I've been going through coaching. Like, that's all I know. Make the calls, send out the letters.
You've been doing my coaching?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a freaking light years ahead of me. You're so far ahead of where I was when I started, bro. Like, I only wish that I had like the 0 to Diamond program when I first started, with the philosophy behind business is unlimited, losing deals are cool, closings happen every day, relationships over transactions, like the deals don't matter, the weekly email, the phone scripts, videos of somebody actually doing the call. Dude, I wish somebody would have had this put together for me when I was brand new, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm getting my finance degree right now, but I think I'll really end up selling real estate, man. It's just
you can't lose, bro. You can't lose. You can't lose. It's a win-win. Give me your best question, brother.
Best question. Okay, all right. I'm in a rural type area. I think the largest, near Memphis, but the largest metro to where I'm closest to is going to be Jackson, Tennessee, and it has like a 70,000 population. Is that a good, say, customer clientele with that type of population?
That's your best question, right?
I mean, yeah.
Check this out, dude. Listen, man, my population is like 8,000. course, we have like 5 to 6 million 6 million visitors every year to the beach. But listen, bro, it does not matter. Can you call 70,000 people tomorrow?
No way.
Okay. Can you call that many in a year?
I doubt it, man.
Can you call them all in 2 years?
I may can get there.
No, you can't. You cannot call 70,000 people in 2 years.
Yeah.
Here's what happens, man. You try to call 70,000 people in 2 years, and what happens is, sure, you can make that many calls if you did 8 hours a day for 2 years, sure. But here's the thing. You get so busy because you'll be selling so many properties, you can't make the calls anymore.
I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to make it your goal to try to call all 70,000 property owners, as quick as you can, and see how far you get, before you're so busy you can't call anybody. And
that's the big thing I got, just as soon as I start, I'm just gonna be in the room making calls.
That's it, dude. Who cares about business cards? Who cares about websites? Who cares about social media? Who cares about what broker you work with? Who cares about any of that stuff, bro? When you get your license, start calling people.
That's what I'm gonna do, man.
And put them in your weekly email. Start sending weekly emails every single week on the same day of the week forever, and start balling.
That sounds perfect, man.
Dude, I'm so fired up for you. You don't even know.
I'm fired up, man.
Gosh, dang, dude, I'm telling you, man. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna call somebody.
Right. Appreciate it, man.
Later, man. Let's go. Let's go. I want to hear from you guys. Put your numbers in.
Hello, Steve.
Steven.
Ricky.
Yo.
My man. I'm trying to get my Bluetooth going. I got you on speaker. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. What's happening, man?
I'm just trying to crush the world, man, one day at a time.
Well, you're helping me more than I'm helping you. What can I do to help you?
Give me speeches and tell every agent in the world about me, and go succeed. Like, really, all I want anybody to do is to go succeed. Take the Zero to Diamond system, take whatever out of it you like, and go use it to crush your market and be #1 in the world. That's really all I want.
Well, I love your inspiration. Let me just say something really quick before I ask you a question. You keep saying how's the market? What's the market gonna do? And a long time ago, I started realizing there's two markets. There's the real estate market, and then there's my own business market. So when agents are saying, man, the market's really slow, I say, well, yeah, my market's slow too, but I know I can do better. And when I'm doing really well, when I have those months or years when I do really well, agents say to me, wow, the market's really slow. And I think to myself, my market's not slow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the difference between the actual market and my business market, you know what I mean?
I like that a lot. Because, yeah, the market is slowing down, but like I'm busy as can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like people are like, how's real estate? And I'm like, when is it not good? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've used that to differentiate, and it kind of opens people's ears when I say that. Well, you know what? Like up here in Canada, I'm in the Toronto area, and the real estate market in the last couple of years has taken a bit of a slight downturn because the government stepped in and said, "Hold your horses, guys. Let's just do a couple of mortgage rule changes that are going to keep the market from not running away from us," which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
So people say to me, how's the market? And I say, well, the real estate market is slow, but I'm a really hard-working agent, so my market is really good. Like I know how.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying, man. What's your question?
My question is, I did sign up for RedX. I am using it as a dialer.
You did it through ZeroToDiamond.com and got the $150 discount.
I did, yes.
Okay.
Sure I did. ZeroToDiamond.com. I went on. I didn't have to pay the setup fee on RedX.
Yeah.
Saved me a ton of money. We don't use the geo leads up in Canada, but you recommended another program called Telelisting, which which I like.
Yeah.
I'm using it. It's excellent.
Yeah.
And it scrubs the do not call list for me. So I'm set right now with my dollar. I've only used it a couple of times. Here's my question.
Okay.
6 months from now, when someone calls me, I like to kind of keep track of all these people that I talk to.
Yeah.
Do you use like a program or a system to keep track of the people that you are maybe in the early stages of dealing with?
No, not at all.
Okay, do you just keep notes and you have a really good memory or something?
No, not at all. I forget all about them.
Okay, so they call you up and they don't mind that you don't even remember having that conversation with them 6 months?
They don't realize that I didn't have the conversation with them.
Oh, okay, because you're able to work the conversation.
Yes.
I think you and I have kind of a friendly nature. That's what I just worry about the details, and I'm kind of jumping in with what
That's going to hold you back, brother.
What's that?
That's going to hold you back, brother.
I know, and I'm not letting it hold me back. You let me take the reins off the horse a little bit. I appreciate that.
Don't worry about that, man. What's that?
You don't use any kind of
No.
spreadsheet? Okay. That's cool. I like it. Just jump in. The water's warm.
I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to remember everybody's birthdays and stuff. I just want, would they know that when they call me, I'm going to go over the top for whatever they need. I'm going to make it happen. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me forgetting exactly who they are and what the situation is, I know that on the back end, I'm going to make it up to them by giving them more than exceptional service.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'm confident in my service.
Okay, listen, I don't want to keep you because there's lots of people want to talk to you. Let's chat sometime. I'd love to
Okay.
do one of your live podcasts or recorded videos sometime. Let's get Canada on the Ricky Carruth train.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, call me anytime.
Later, man. Yeah, guys, if you want the Red X discount, the $150 discount, it's at zerododiamond.com. Geo leads, Onyx expireds, and the dialer is what I have. Love it. Kelly, hey, turn your video down.
Yeah. There.
How are you?
Good. This is so awesome.
Yeah, good to talk to you here. Welcome to the program and stuff. What do you think about?
I love that I found it today.
How long you been following me?
I just literally got on YouTube and found you happen to be live, and I'm like, this is what I'm looking for.
Are you serious? Like you just found me right now?
It was fate. Yeah.
Oh my God. Listen, you don't know what you ran into. I have like 500 videos on YouTube, a completely free coaching program. I'm the very first completely free real estate coach.
I love you. I can already tell you that.
I'm going to reduce the failure rate in the real estate industry.
I don't want to fail. I'm a Remax agent.
I'm going to help you not fail, and I'm going to reduce the failure rate right now with you. What's your question? Go.
Buying sales leads, Zillow, is it?
Don't do it.
Is it a way?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't pay Zillow for anything. Don't buy any leads at all, ever.
Okay.
Listen to me. Listen to me. How much are Zillow leads?
They're charging $1,000, more than
$1,000 for a lead. Listen to this. With my system, at zerododiamond.com, if you follow the program, okay, instead of paying $1,000 for one lead that you have no control of what that price range of that lead is, okay, $1,000 for one lead with Red X.
Well, they want me to sign up for a month.
Whatever. Yeah. It's $1,000 a lead, right?
Yeah. Well, $1,000 a month.
Okay, for how many leads?
There's no guaranteed number.
You may not get any leads.
It could be right.
Okay, whatever. Exactly. Let's say it's $200 a lead, right?
Okay.
Let's say you get 5 in a month for $1,000. $200 a lead. If you follow, okay, what do you have to do with that lead when you get the lead?
You got to figure out if they're a good viable lead.
But how do you do that? How do you figure out if they're a good viable lead?
By speaking to them.
You call them immediately, right?
Digging in on what they
okay.
In on what they need.
But you call them. That's
immediately.
Yeah, you call them. You get it. You call them. Okay. So check this out. Right, but check this out. Okay. So the whole process is of leads are you get the lead and you call the lead, and that's the process, right? And you figure out what you can do to help the lead, right?
Yes.
Cool. So instead of you paying $200 a lead, which is probably more than that, but let's just say 200 per one lead that you have no control what the price range is. What if I could give you 2,000 leads, sellers per month for $50, 2,000 of them for $50, and you pick the price point?
Right.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's what RedX is. That's what the geo leads for RedX is. You put an address in that search bar and it gets all the numbers in the subdivision. Okay. It's $50 for 2,000 of them per month instead of paying $200 for one lead, and you have no control what the price range is. And then what do? When you get the lead from Zillow, you have to call them and see what you can do to help. So why don't we just go ahead, instead of waiting on leads to come in, why don't we just go ahead and get a bunch of leads and just start calling all of them, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that speed the process
I like
up?
that. Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to speed the process up here. We're not going to pay so much money per lead. We're going to pay minimal dollars, and we're going to get as many as we want, and we're going to call in the price range we want to sell in, and we're going to just start calling them like they're Zillow leads and say, hey, you know, you're going to use my script. I have a really low pressure script. We're not trying to sell them. We're just asking them what in the world we can do to help them. Our main goal is to see if they need help today or in the future. We don't care if they want to buy or sell now or not. We want to capture their email so that we can send a weekly email to our entire database forever on the same day of the week forever. And that's the glue that's going to hold our business together while we continue trying to get new business, and we're going to build a monster business.
Right. That's what I need to do.
That's it. So if you go to ZeroToDiamond.com and sign up for the free coaching, and then there's a link to RedX that'll save you the $150 startup fee. Okay. Depending on where you are financially, I would start out with geo leads. And then if you want more, you can get the Onyx expireds. Onyx is cool because it's expireds. It racks up the expireds in your expired folder in RedX every day. So if you wait 2 weeks, you got 2 weeks worth of expireds to call, and it gives you a lot of their emails, but it also gives you the MLS data. It tells you who had it listed, how much it was, days on the market, all the information of MLS. While you're calling them, you can see all that stuff on your screen. It's crazy.
Right.
So I would get geo leads, Onyx expireds, and a dialer if I were to get everything Ricky has. But if all you can afford is $50, you just get geo leads and then you dial them by hand.
Right.
Right. So it's just like whatever you want to handle financially, but you got to get those geo leads, and you got to start calling people. And if you do it consistently, nothing happens overnight, but the main goal is to get those email addresses. When you get those email addresses, that's somebody that voice to voice felt comfortable enough with you to give you their email address. And then like that is worth 10 to 20 deals to you over the life of your career.
Okay.
So each email address you get is worth 10 to 20 deals to you over the life of your career. So if you didn't sell anything, but you got 2 email addresses, it doesn't seem like a lot. Yeah, it does. You just did 20 to 40 deals over the life of your career.
Right.
And if you do, if you make 100 calls and get 2 email addresses a day, and you do that for like 2 or 3 months, you are going to be balling.
Yeah. I'm in a totally different market, so it seems like our market is slower. So
listen to me. Stop. That's complete excuse. That's complete.
Yeah.
Like you because you're new and you don't understand.
I'm not new. This is my 5th year.
Okay, 5 year. Okay, listen, but here, that makes it worse. Listen to me.
I know.
But listen, it's great that, listen, markets are always changing. Okay? Like they're either changing up or down, they're never the same. This is no different. Like if transactions continue to happen every single day. Every day, no matter what the market does, if it goes down 90%, it's still a lot of transactions happening every day. There's always more than you can handle. Even in 2008, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, when the market was the worst, there were still so many closings happening every day. And if you're the one out there using RedX to call property owners to see what you can do to help people, you're going to be the one closing all these deals. Doesn't matter what the market does.
Right.
You got it?
Yeah.
Dive in and like this is really going to trip you out. I answer every single Instagram DM, email, Facebook message.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you have questions or something, just hit me up, dude. I'm your coach. Like, consider me your coach.
You're awesome.
Cool.
I love your attitude. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna be watching you.
Awesome.
Later.
I'm gonna sign up.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Let's see. I prefer RedX over Mojo because I had Mojo for a long time, and RedX is light years ahead of Mojo in terms of data, and now their dialer is better. When they came out with their dialer about a year and a half ago, it had some bugs, but RedX is always getting better. That's why I love them. They always get better. Their data is always getting better. Every month, I see more better data coming through. Their dialer is getting better. The options, the features of their dialer, they're listening to people and they're getting it better and better and better and better. So that's why I like them. I haven't seen Mojo evolve at all, to be honest with you. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do 2 more calls, guys. So put your number in right now because I don't know if some of the people that put their number in earlier are even still on the live. So put your number in right now. I'm going to call 2 more people before we call it a day. This has been so much fun. I'm going to Baton Rouge. I'm leaving Sunday. I'm going to be there at this restaurant called Rouge 61. Sunday, 7 o'clock, and then I'm speaking in Baton Rouge at 10 o'clock Monday morning. If you guys want tickets to that, it's a free thing. Just hit me up and I'll get you the link. Let's see here. I have tried Espresso Agent. Hey, what's up?
Hey, thanks for calling me.
Dude, thanks for putting your number in and watching me on this live stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to turn it off here. Okay. Here we go. So, thanks for giving me a call.
Yeah, man. What you got?
Oh, I'm a newbie as well to you. I've been in the business a few years, and your approach is really fresh. I mean, I follow, like every agent, a ton of gurus. Not that you're a guru, but I seem to follow a lot of them. I try to gain as much knowledge as I can. And your approach is just, I mean, everybody out there is selling a shiny object.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like the opposite. Guy called before. He's like, what CRM do you use? Even then, you're like, I don't use CRM. I'm like, whoa, I mean, that's totally a fresh approach, and it's great.
It's just real, man. Like my whole goal is just to show the world how I'm operating my business. I don't care what you guys do with it. I'm giving it away for free. So like I could care less, like if you guys, use it or if you don't like it, or it doesn't matter to me because I'm not charging.
It's like a fresh red. It's really. The best thing that just like sitting here listening to you, the biggest point that I think you said is to be really great in this business, you got to do 2 things. You got to work with your past clients, your referrals, and you got to prospect. And most agents, I think, do one or the other, right? Like you said, like that lady that called before talking about, you knew instantly she was working on referrals. And that's, so true. It's like, why don't you combine both? Most agents I see do that. They get to a point where they stop. But if you can combine both, continue to grab new clients as well as grab business from past clients, that's what makes an agent great.
Yeah.
So that's just I think that's just the way to go. Unfortunately, I think I fall off actually in the former category. I like prospecting. I like calling. I'm kind of weird about that. But I don't follow up well, or haven't in the past, and that's where I've fallen apart.
Why don't you do a weekly email?
Yeah, and I just put my notes in here. I'm going to start doing that like immediately.
Okay, problem solved. That problem is solved.
So the question I have to you is, I guess it was partially answered before, but it was mostly just on scaling up. I'm just sitting here just in amazement like everyone else, doing that kind of volume.
You know what the problem is, bro? You've already answered this question in this conversation. You're not doing a weekly email. You're not following up with your old clients. The reason that I'm able to scale my business is because I put this weekly email into effect in 2007, and it's 2019. That's why that is how I've scaled my business.
Wow. Just on that, and you attribute it all to that? Well, obviously to your your dedication to your clients, your relationship.
Yeah, it's the fact that I'm a single agent, and when people come to me or referred to me or whatever, everybody knows that I'm going to be the one showing them property, going to listing appointments, handling the negotiations, at the inspections, at the closing. It's going to be Ricky. And when people know that, they love coming back to me because they know I'm not going to just put them off on a buyer agent or somebody that is less experienced than me, because Ricky doesn't want to do listing appointments anymore, right?
You're 120%.
Okay. Let me take it a step further. Like with the weekly email, okay, that's how I maintain my old business. And so that's automatic. I spend 30 minutes a week on that to focus on all my old clients. That 30 minutes can be if I have 1,000 clients, old clients, or 5 million. It doesn't matter. Still the same 30 minutes, right?
Oh, no, that's 100%.
Right. So I can scale my business like that. Doesn't matter how many people are there. I can scale it that way and spend my time helping people, dealing with, finding new clients, making my calls, and continuing to build that sphere, build that database, build my business up, continue moving forward. And like you are just, you're getting new people in your business, and then they're going right back out the other side. You don't have a security net to catch these people on the backside and keep them attached to you. That's what the weekly email is. It's a security net to catch your clients on the back end so they don't leave you while you can continue building your new business. Did I lose you?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. So
you're like, I'm sitting there like my neck is hurt because I'm nodding so much.
All right, brother, does that help you?
Yeah, 100%, and I'll be signing up for it. So thank you.
Hey, listen, as far as my weekly email goes with some of you guys, if you go to constantcontact.com/ZTD for 0 to diamond, constantcontact.com/ZTD, there's a thing that Constant Contact made where you can start your free trial, but there's also an ebook, How I Make $1 Million a Year Using Email, that I wrote, that goes into a lot of detail and philosophy behind the weekly email. So you can start your free trial there. You can get that ebook, and they will give you a template exactly like mine. Okay?
The market's great. I don't knock on wood, I had the best month in January and the best year last year. And, markets, inventory, the market's great. Inventory's low, but, I always I've got two things to my sellers. I said, great time to sell. There's no competition from other properties. Buyers, great time to buy. There's less competition from other buyers, right?
It's always a good time to buy. It's always a good time to sell, right, bro?
Thanks for your help.
You sound like a real estate agent.
Oh no! Hey, I didn't insult you.
I'm just kidding, bro. Appreciate it.
Thanks for everything.
Later, man. Okay, guys, I got one more in me. Let's see here. Who was it? I wanted to do the first two. When I said two, I wanted to get the first two. I might do one more after this. He's going to do one more. This one and another one. I'll do one more.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I was the second one.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's why I came back to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey, turn your video down, please.
Yes, I will right now. Great, thanks. So, Karen, I live in Brooklyn. Thank you so much. We spoke once before. Great. So, I guess today you posted on your on your story like a question, and you responded to someone about he was saying he just has listings, sitting on the market.
Yeah.
And your response was, get the listings. If they want to sell, great. If they don't, just keep it. So I guess I'm a broker for 5 years. I'm agent for 5 years. I own my company now. I have this fear now of just getting listings. I have 30 exclusives. I got 4 new this week. That's 34. I'm not excited to get listings anymore because they sit. I guess my mindset is starting to shift with your help.
I'll take your listings.
But they're not selling. Like
a good friend of mine called me this week, and I know what she wants for her house. It's not possible to get that number, so I told her just give it to another broker. It sounds dumb.
Yeah, that is.
So I need your help with being okay.
Listen,
with having 30. Yeah.
Listen. You're focused on the wrong things. Like a seller, an owner believed in you enough to choose you out of all the hundreds or even thousands of agents in your area. They picked you.
Okay.
They picked you. And you're sitting here thinking of the negative side of it, of what if this listing doesn't sell, right?
No, what if the market shifted dramatically?
No. It is what if, because here's the thing. You're not the real estate god. You don't say what you don't say what sells and how much it sells for. That's not up to you. You're not the real estate god. You don't decide when all this happens, right?
Yeah.
So quit trying to be the real estate god.
So let's say now, great, I'll take that from you because that was my thought. So I'm sitting down now. I have to call back instead of calling sellers and presenting offers.
Yeah.
What I've been doing the past month and 2 months is calling sellers, telling them how the market shifted.
Yeah.
And why I need a price reduction. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, it's not ridiculous. How can you how is the market shifting? You're in your control. How is that your fault?
It's not my fault.
Okay.
Now you helped me. You helped me like 2 months ago, and you literally saved me. So I know it's not my fault.
Right.
But I feel like if a house is just sitting on the market for 5 months, I spend money on marketing. It's costing me. It's not like I just put it on MLS and.
What do you spend money on?
Print ads, social media.
Quit doing that. Quit doing that.
Why?
Because it's on MLS. Every buyer that wants to search.
Not in my marketplace. Okay, so in Brooklyn, in my area, half of the listings don't hit MLS, and half of my marketplace don't have access to internet.
Okay.
Totally different marketplace.
Okay, that's fine. Then here. Okay, so if you're in a different situation like that where you have to spend money for listings, now that the market shift, now you have to price your listings accordingly. Like if you can't afford the advertising behind the listings to get them sold, then then when you get a listing, you have to know for sure it's going to sell, right?
Right.
Okay, that's one side of it, where you're upfront with the seller when you get the listing and say, listen, here's the thing, Mr. Seller, this is how much money I have to spend out of my pocket to help get your property sold. So for me risking this money, this is the price I feel good about listing it at. Okay. Okay.
And that's basically what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But since it's changing so dramatically, the price that I gave them 3 months
I understand.
ago.
I understand. I'm getting to that.
Great.
Okay, but I'm telling you what to say on the front end now that you know what's going on, right?
Exactly. Right.
Okay, cool. So that's what we do now. Going back to the people that have their listings for a while, that the market is shift, you got to get in there real quick and explain to them what's going on. Say, listen, if here's articles, here's stuff going around, here's a national article, here's the market trends by the New York Real Estate Commission, here's the national trends by NAR. You can give them all the data that shows that the market has turned sideways and say, look, it's a different market right now. So here's the thing, Mr. Seller, do you want to sell or do you not want to sell? Because if you do, this is what we got to do. And if you don't, then we're going to have to take it off the market because I'm spending X amount of dollars to try to sell it. And if you really don't want to sell or don't want to sell for the price it's going to sell for, then we got to, then it's costing me money unless you want to start paying for my advertising. See what I'm saying? Listen, don't be scared to tell sellers that the market's changed.
I do that. I say it, but because it's a very unique marketplace, sometimes they get a crazy number that it happens. But for me, I guess the hardest part is a house sitting on the market. I used to sell homes in a month. I was in contract, done. So for me, 4 months is like 4 times how long the house is on the market, which is insane.
Yeah.
That was my claim to fame. So now I need to reinvent who I am. That's exactly probably what's bothering me.
You're always having to reinvent who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like every year the market is different than it was the year before. Like from 2012 to 2017, yeah, you could pretty much have the same strategy during those years, because it was going up like 5 or 10% a year for 6 years straight or whatever, 5 or 6 years straight. But 2018 has changed a little bit. I've been through the crash. I've been through several little mini recessions and crashes and lost everything. And I understand like that it doesn't matter what the market does. Our job is to help people. And so your job is to go to those sellers and say, look, the market has changed. This is what it is. How can I help you do what you need to do?
Right. I took your advice with this, and it's been game changing for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I do. Thank you.
Yeah.
And one more point, can I ask you?
Yeah.
Great. So you mentioned a few times that you're the solo agent. Like you list, you show, you do. But is that normal? Like I'm the only agent in my office that brings in listings.
Yeah.
I have a showing agent. I have a rental that only does rentals. Then I have 4 admin staff.
Yeah.
And I'm busy the whole day on the phone.
Yeah.
How do you physically have time in the day?
How do you get your leads?
All community based, all referrals, and I don't prospect anymore. I should, but I don't.
Let me drop this one on you. I don't worry about anything at all. Like right now, I'm spending time, coaching you guys when possibly there's a buyer or seller I need to follow up with, right?
What about 20 calls you have to return because you're on this live?
I'll return the calls when I get off the live. It's not a problem.
I hear you.
I'm not worried about anything at all. Like there's nothing you can say of what if this or what if that. What if I double book 3 buyers at the same time? Well, I'll pick out which one I want to deal with. I may refer one out and tell the other one, let's reschedule. Like, I mean, there's not a situation that scares me, and I'm not going to worry about it, because here's the thing. My intentions are so pure, and all I want to do is help people. I really literally do not care about the deal. Like since I'm where I've made it to this point in my life, I really don't care. I just want to help people. And through that, you actually are more successful. That's what I've learned, right? And so because my intentions are so pure, I don't care about the repercussions of not worrying about every little last thing. Because if something bad happens, I can make up for it because of the fact that I really care, and I'll make it right. I know that on the back end that if something gets screwed up and it costs my client $1,000, I'll turn around and pay it. Or whatever the case may be. So.
And none of your clients tell you like, oh, you didn't get back to me, or you're too busy.
I haven't ever heard that.
But maybe it's just a different marketplace. Like.
Not at all. Not at all. See, people try to say that too, but it's. I mean, I'm still. How many deals do you?
What?
How many deals do you guys do per year?
How many deals do I do? Like 40 buy a list, so then that's 80. What do you consider? So let's say 40. This year I did like 50. This past year we did like almost 50.
Okay, well I'm doing 100, and I did 118 or something like that, 112 or 18 or something last year.
Yes, I saw that.
Just me. So I'm definitely talking to just as many or more people than you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't think it's the market. You know what I'm saying? I think it's how efficient I am. And how I set the expectations where they need to be with my clients. They know how I operate. They know I'm going to get it done. You know what I'm saying? If I don't call them, that means nothing's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and you're okay with that. Let's say you don't call them and they want you to, if every showing you have to give them an update, you set the expectation that's reasonable for you.
Yeah, exactly. If that's the case, I'll set them up on that automatic thing where they get the automatic email when the agent leaves the feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so we don't have that here, right? All these.
That's fine. Listen to me. You have 4 admins. One of them can pick that job up.
Fine.
Yeah, and if I had a seller say that, I would tell my assistant, say, hey, every time something gets shown on that property, email me the feedback and I'll call the seller.
Okay.
Done. Fine. It takes me 5 minutes to call that seller and tell them what happened every showing.
Got it. Thank you.
All right.
Really, thank you, Ricky.
You're welcome.
Amazing. Okay.
See ya.
Keep it up. Thanks so much. Okay, bye.
I'm going to do one more call. Put your number in right now. First person that puts the number in, I'm calling you. This is the last call of the day. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go to Baton Rouge and completely crush that classroom. I'm waiting on somebody to put their number in. There it is, Brian. Got him. Let's see what I got going on tomorrow. Got a couple calls in the morning. I got an inspection to be at 11 o'clock. I got lunch with the client, and I got another conference call after lunch. Saturday, I'm going to drive around the county and put signs on properties. I'm going to pick signs off of properties that I've sold or don't have a listing anymore, and I'm going to put them on other properties that I just listed. Tammy was before Brian. I don't see Tammy. I don't see Tammy's number. I don't see Tammy's number, guys. It didn't come through. If Tammy wants to put her number in, I'll call Brian and Tammy. I don't see your number, Tammy. Put it in.
You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
Uh-oh. Huh. Brian, I put your number in right here, buddy. All right. Okay, there it is. Tammy.
This is Brian.
Brian, what's up?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, hold on a second. I'm going to three-way Tammy in. We're going to do a three-way coaching call.
I'm all about that.
It's going to be wild. Hold on.
Hello.
Tammy, what's up?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, I've got Brian on the other line. We're gonna do a three-way coaching call to end this session.
Wonderful.
All right, stand by. What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna start with Brian, is it?
Correct.
Brian, what's up, buddy? So give me your best question, bro.
All right, so just a brief synopsis. I just got out of the timeshare game. Not enough control in that industry. Trying to break out into wholesale. I've been driving for dollars. I've got a pretty extensive list of distressed properties and owners. And what I'm trying to find out is, how do I get my foot through the door with investors, cash buyers, buy and holders? Do you have any advice on how to go about acquiring the capital?
For you to buy those properties, you mean?
Yeah, for the cash buyers, the investors,
But you're wanting the cash buyers to just sell it, make a commission, or you're trying to get them to invest with you to buy the properties?
No, just to go ahead and flip it over to them to reassign the contract.
So you're going to put pre-foreclosures under contract and flip the properties to cash buyers?
Correct.
I wouldn't do that.
No, why is that?
Because just helping people buy and sell property is far more less risky. It's unlimited. You don't have to worry about finding an investor and trying to make some deal happen. Like, closings are happening every single day. It's unlimited. Did I say closings happen every day and it's unlimited?
Indeed.
I mean, like if you want to do all that, cool, whatever. But like, here you are trying to figure out how to do it. When at the same time, I already have a complete roadmap lined up for you to make $1 million a year just helping people buy and sell property. We don't have to worry about how we're going to do it or how we're going to find the people and try to put all the puzzle pieces together. You're trying to put a puzzle together over here that you don't have all the pieces to. When when right in front of you, I have an entire beautifully laid out puzzle that's already put together.
Okay, well said.
That's,
So I've been listening for quite a while now, and you know, no offense to anybody who's listening, but what I hear is a lot of scared people, a lot of people that.
yeah, that listen to me, man. Fear is the number one issue in this, and really probably in life. People are scared of calling people. They're scared to do videos. They're scared of what people think. They're scared they don't know everything they're supposed to know. They're just straight up scared. You're right.
I hear a lot of weakness and a lot of excuses, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, it's the market this, it's the market that.
Oh yeah.
I've dominated every sales industry I've been in through 08 and 12.
Yeah.
I was cold calling vacation packages and selling $15,000 cruises to people I'd never spoken to.
Yeah.
So I don't think the market has anything to do with it.
No, not at all.
I think it all boils down to fear, and everybody's just using these excuses. Well, everybody else, it's a crap market, so it must be a crap market.
Here's the thing, man. If you're going with the crowd, you're probably getting caught up in something. Like you have to stand out. You have to be doing something different. You know, you got to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me with my free coaching. Like I'm doing something different. I'm going the other way than all these other guys that have been in business 2 years that sold like 4 properties, and now they're a real estate guru charging people thousands of dollars. Those guys aren't going to make it in the coaching world. You know what I'm saying? They have no credibility, and they're trying to charge people. So back to your question about the cash buyers, I wasn't necessarily like trying to completely shoot it down. I was just trying to paint a picture that why would you do something when you know it's like you've got this right in front of you and you can like go all in forever, never run out of stuff. But if you want to find cash buyers, you know, you can look up in your county records, I don't know what system you have, and find the people who paid cash. You can find people that own like absentee owner, properties that paid cash for them, people that own multiple properties. And you call those people and you say, hey, look, I've got this property over here, and I didn't know if there's anything in the world I could do for you. You know what I'm saying? And then that perks their ears, and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, what is that property? You know, and you kind of get into it that way. So if you really want to go that route, you know, then you can definitely do it. And that's the way I would do it. Give me a question, bro. I want something, man. Give me something good.
Tammy, you got a question for him?
Yes, I have a question.
Tammy, I want to hear from you. What's your question?
All right. So I'm here in Washington, D.C. I'm underneath Keller Williams. And I've been in the healthcare industry for over 18 years. I'm new to sales. My question is, everyone always says, study the market, study the market. How do I study the market?
You go on your MLS and you pull up closed sales, pendings, new listings, withdrawals, like you study the market. Have you ever heard that one before?
I go into the MLS and I'm looking at recent sales to see how much they sold for, how quickly they sold,
yeah,
things like that.
Yeah, everything. You want to know, like pick a subdivision out, do it subdivision by subdivision. Pick one out that you're going to call all the owners in and just start studying it. Go back like 2 years worth of sales and look at the trends, and then look at what's on the market. Try to figure out the inventory, the supply and demand, how long they've been on the market. Look at all the pictures. Go call a couple of the active listings and go look at the properties if you want to, just to get a good idea of what's going on. And yeah, and then from there, you know the market in that subdivision. Now, when you call those owners, you're very well knowledged on that. You go to the next subdivision, do the same thing. And after you do several subdivisions, you start to get a better picture of the market as a whole. And then as you get buyers that contact you and you start showing properties in yet other subdivisions, you start to get a better picture of what you can get for your money outside the subdivisions you've been, it just takes time. You just got to go through the process.
Okay. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, cool. Good talking to you. Reach out anytime.
Will do.
Cool.
I appreciate you, Ricky.
Brian, you done? You done, Brian?
Yeah, I believe so, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I just kind of.
That's weak, dude. That is weak. I'm just kidding, man.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I got one person here begging to call, so I'm gonna call one more.
Beautiful. I appreciate you, buddy. I'll keep in touch.
Okay, buddy. All right, I got Miss Winter. Want me to make one more call? Somebody make one more call.
Hey, Ricky, how are you?
What's up?
Hey, thank you for coaching me recently. You've definitely changed my game in the short amount of time I've been in business. So
It's wild, isn't it?
it is. It's awesome to have a new approach and just show people that you care.
It's totally mindset.
So as you know, I think I've been messaging you, personal messaging, and I'm working as an ISA with Keller Williams.
Yeah.
My question is, and you know I'm working underneath a team. Say if I did go out on my own and I was dedicating myself to calling 4 to 5 hours a day, while I'm doing that and kind of building my farm, should I be doing, is it going to take about, a few years of that until I get to 100 deals a year?
Oh shit, yeah, it's going to take you, it's different for everybody. You may never get to 100 deals a year. I don't know. See, if you will maintain the balance between old clients and getting new clients until you get to 100 deals a year, then yes. If you get to 50 deals a year and then you just start focusing on your past clients and referrals, then no, you will not get to 100 deals a year. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You have to continue maintaining the balance between new and old for your business to continue growing.
So the busier you get, the less you call, but still taking time to make the outcalls to grow the business up to 100 deals a year.
Yes. Well, the thing is this. The weekly email puts you in a position where the weekly email can take care of your past clients for the most part. You can still try to call some of them here and there and stay in touch and do all that stuff. But for the most part, the weekly email is going to be what keeps them in tune with you. And so like that takes a lot off your shoulders and worrying about how you're going to handle that situation. All in the meanwhile, you can spend the rest of the week showing property, making calls, going to listing appointments, doing all the things for a new business. And then all those people come into your sphere and now they're part of your old client and your old client base continues growing and you continue going after new business. And then after a while, all the old people, they start coming back, they start referring people to you, and it's a snowball.
Snowball effect, exactly. Love it. Awesome. So does RedX also, do they have a mobile app for like iPhone? Because I know Mojo has the mobile app.
Yeah, Mojo has it, but RedX doesn't.
Okay, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried RedX yet. We just, the team that I work with, they use Mojo Dialer.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been using. And it's kind of annoying because there's so many bad numbers within that system.
I know, right? That's the problem with Mojo, and that's what I keep trying to tell everybody. And that is the reason. See, I had Mojo for a while, and it was really bad numbers. And somebody told me about RedX, and I tried it, and it was like night and day. And so I just immediately jumped over. And like I haven't looked back. And the thing is like about 1.5 years ago when I made the jump, they've gotten so much better than what they were back then, and they're getting better every single day. Whereas Mojo continues to basically have the same data. That's why their data is almost unlimited, and RedX charges $50 for 2,000 because it's worth more. Like they pay more money for the data, so they have to charge a little bit for it. But for $50 for 2,000, where a Zillow lead is $200 to $300 for one, it's like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I've had some hilarious calls where on Mojo, where it was no name, no address, and somehow I ended up getting an appointment. I had to wing it through, oh yeah, what's your name? And oh, you're on the corner. Like it would say 2 street names.
Yeah.
I had to totally wing it, and it
was
the most awkward thing because then the client's like, well, who the hell are you if you don't even know?
Yeah.
Where I live or anything, but it's kind of it's frustrating. But on the triple dialer, I call every single number.
Yeah. Cool. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it. Thank you.
What was your question, by the way?
My question?
Yeah, what was the question?
The question was, should we getting up to par with how many deals we're doing a year?
Listen to me. Just listen to me here. Do not focus on the results.
Right.
Focus on the day-to-day. The results are going to happen. Closings are happening every day. If you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're talking to people, you're going to do lots of deals.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
I guess my question was, like, once you get to the point where you're doing 100 transactions a day, you don't have to make the calls anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to make calls, but you don't have to call so many cold calls.
Right.
You know, like when you get, like, this is my theory, okay? Like, when you get up to wherever you want to be, then you can just rest on your past clients and maintain that.
Right.
So if you get to where you're doing 100 deals a year, you might have to do 100 deals a year a couple years before you won't just like quit making cold calls that year. You'll kind of like wean yourself off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep her down.
Yeah, but like the first year I did $1 million in 2017, I didn't make any cold calls, not one. But I sold 100 deals 14, 15, and 16. You know what I'm saying? And then 17 was basically the year that I had weaned myself completely off. But then 2018 was really tough, right? So I actually got back on the phone. I was making cold calls. You know, so like when the market, now that's another dynamic. Like, you can rest on your past clients and referrals, but as the market slows down, then you got to get back on your calls to keep the momentum going until the market rebounds.
Right.
Yeah.
And those are the agents that are going to survive.
What's that?
Those are the agents that
Yeah. Whoever's making whoever like notices the market changing and then switches their strategy over to making more calls and contacting more people and continuing to build their business, they're going to thrive through the market crash.
Right. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I got your book on order, so I look forward to reading that.
Which one?
Zero to Diamond.
Okay, cool. When you get through with that, read List to Last. It'll blow your mind.
Okay, awesome.
Hey, have a good day. Good talking to you.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Tony says he has a quick question, so I'm going to give it to him. It's going to be quick. It's going to be real quick.
Hello?
Tony.
Ricky, how you doing, man?
Hey, buddy. So I wasn't going to take another call, but you said you had a quick question, so.
Yeah. My quick question is, do you leave a message when you're making your calls out?
Absolutely.
That's sometimes I struggle with. Leave a message or don't leave a message.
Leave a message. Leave a message every single time. Don't think of it as you're going to magically get them to call you back. Use the voicemail as a branding tool. Like, you just want them to hear your name, hear your company, hear your phone number, hear your voice. And then they're not going to call you back, chances are, but they heard your name. And so now they're going to see your signs around town, and then they're going to get your postcard, and then maybe you call them again in 6 months. And all that combined, they're going to see you on Facebook and Instagram, and all that stuff combined is what's going to win them over.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. I didn't want to take up too much.
Don't miss the opportunity to brand yourself, especially with voicemail.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Reach out anytime, bro. Thanks for the question.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep. All right, guys, that is it for today. I had so much fun. We went over, man. We're almost 2 hours into this thing. It's crazy. But all I can say is I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for your support. I can't say enough about how motivating you guys are for me, and it's really keeping me going. So thank you for that. I'll see you guys in Baton Rouge this week, Saturday and Sunday and Monday. If you're down there, hit me up. I've got tickets to the event 10 o'clock Monday. It's a free event. There's still a few seats left. I'm doing dinner at Row. I think it's ROUX 61 restaurant, 7 o'clock Sunday. I'll be in Birmingham in 2 weeks for the RE/MAX Awards banquet. I'll do a meetup the night before somewhere if you guys are in Birmingham. And I'll be in Vegas at the end of February for a whole week at the R4, the RE/MAX International Convention. I will also be doing a meetup there. And really, from there on out, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing, but just stay tuned. If I'm not in one of your areas soon, I will be at some point. The next training session, I'm literally going to be calling for sale by owners and trying to help them sell their properties for zero commission. I'm going to give them all the advice and put everything on the table to help them sell their properties for free. So I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be the next session in 2 weeks from today. So reach out if there's anything I can do for you, any questions. If you haven't signed up for the free coaching, it's at ZeroToDiamond.com. If you haven't signed up for RedX, get the $150 discount at ZeroToDiamond.com. You got the constant contact in the ebook. If you need a website, let me know. Also, Instagram strategy. I'm getting all kinds of leads on Instagram, and the agents that are doing my strategy are too. So that's another thing that I'm offering. So whatever I could do for you guys, please let me know. If there's a speech or an event I could come to in your area, hook me up. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.